In this video, I'm going to show you how you can take a spreadsheet full of customers, automatically send those customers a payment link so they can go and pay online, and then record the status of that payment back into that same spreadsheet so you can see who's paid you and who hasn't. Here we've got our spreadsheet. I have defined up various columns, but let me just show you how this works. And as you can see in column J here, I've got the status of the payment or the status of the workflow. So I'm just going to copy and paste this here. Now I can do one row, I could do lots of rows, or I could even copy and paste in an entire data set, or I could have that data set create this spreadsheet itself. Either way, this is going to be a really quick way to send out payment links, dynamic payment links to all of these different customers. Now, obviously at the moment, I've just got them sending to myself because it's easier to actually see and track what's going on for the purposes of this video. But let's see what happens. So my workflow has run, and you can see that this last set of contact records that I put into this spreadsheet have now been updated. So there is now a payment link for each one of these contacts, and that payment link has been sent out automatically via my workflow. And we will just go and pay one of these payment links now. So I'm going to pick this one. This will be in my inbox as well. I'm just going to grab this one here, open up a new tab, paste that in, and you'll see that when the customer goes to this payment link, everything that I've passed in is going to be prepared and already baked into this particular checkout. And you can pass in different parameters to make this an easy and fast checkout. Just put in some card details. I can even save the payment details against this customer so they can check out faster in future. We'll go through the payment process now. You can connect your preferred payment provider to this process. And this payment is in progress. It will update and go to paid in due course once the payment process is run. But let's go back over to my spreadsheet and see what the status is. So just in a moment, this particular link, this particular row should have the status cell updated to paid. So it's just gone to pending now, and then it will become paid in due course once this process has been completed and the payment's been processed by the payment processor. So how does this work? You can string together this workflow using different workflow engines. And I've got my example here in Zapier, but you could use make.com, and Shuttle will release more workflow engines and AI workflow builders in due course. But I've got two workflows, and the first one is a very simple workflow. This is my paylink generator workflow. So as soon as a row in a spreadsheet gets updated, I go and request a payment link from Shuttle. I then take that payment link and I put it into my email, and I create my email template. And then I update my spreadsheet with the fact that this email has been sent. Then my second workflow, which is my notifications workflow, I'm just going to show you that now. This looks a little bit more complicated, but it's only a larger workflow to handle the different outcomes of the payment. You could potentially not use this workflow at all if you didn't care about being notified, but I want to update my spreadsheet with the status of the payment. And I'm going to handle paid, pending, declined, expired, and cancelled. You could handle just one or two of these if you wanted again. And what it's going to do is it's going to listen out using this node here for a webhook from Shuttle. It's going to then filter based on these different paths. What happened to this payment? Was it successful? Was it declined or cancelled, etc.? And then it's going to update the spreadsheet with that status. So it's really simple. Ultimately, it's just going to put a field against that payment, some data against that payment into a cell. Back over here, and you'll see that this will actually, this is what is updating this particular cell here. And I know my payment will actually turn into paid soon. So that's what will happen. And that's it. That's all you need to do to make this payment workflow automated based on a set of records in a spreadsheet. It's really simple, 2 workflows, and you can start automating your accounts receivable process.